back in the day, like obviously I used to be fat in it. So obviously I used to like play football to just like keep fit and whatever. But then, so the teachers used to say, look, like if you like lose a bit of weight, like you could be alright in it. So.
Yeah, I would agree, man. Spending time with your friends and, you know, being a good friend, supporting your friend that he's up here alone.
Yeah.
I remember asking your dad one time, I said, when is Alex moving out? Like, when is he moving out the family house? And he was like, nah, he's not moving out ever.
Well, for me to move out was a struggle. Like, I only moved out just before summer.
Oh, wow.
Literally before, obviously I was still at Arsenal at the time. I literally just moved out before African Cup of Nations.
Okay.
So yeah, and I said, nah, I think it's time for me to become a man and actually live by myself.
Yeah.
But, why are you asking? I've been like we've been speaking about it, but yeah, this obviously the move made me have to learn how to live by myself.
Can you cook at least?
I can survive with it. I don't need to cook, but I can survive. Like I've got. Let me just keep you honest. I can't cook, bro. I can't cook.
It's time when this guy is just.
Bro. Relax.
You know what I think you should do, yeah? Just after training, just focus, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks on going a course, cooking course, you know, learn how to
I tell you how I know this guy was doomed one time. This guy's doomed. One time, I think it was like 6 o'clock, evening meal, I was eating my salmon and whatever. And this guy was eating toast and
peanut butter
for dinner. Like,
nah, but you know what it is? I'm mad lazy. As soon as I come home from training, I'm normally
tired,
I normally work hard. I'm tired of like even today I had a quick nap. Like, I'm always napping, so like come evening times I always eat heavy at training as well, breakfast and lunch. Make sure I eat heavy, so by the time evening comes, I'm not dying like that.
I hope you know that's his excuse for not knowing how to cook.
Well, he's the type of guy, he takes home extras at lunch at training, innit?
I'm over that guy, though. I wish I could say I'm that guy, but luckily for me, my mum's made bare food. So if you check the freezer, there's still food.
Freezer thing. Oh wow.
Freezer thing. Warm it up. If I'm low, I just go and get Nando's in it or something, or burgers or something. But now my sister's up now, so she's taking care of me.
Fair enough. How are you settling in since you've been there?
At first, like, to be honest, they showed me mad laugh, but the only thing that was weird is that the accent, I had to adapt to that. The accent's mad. Like, so like, they'll say things and I'll have to think extra before.
Do you think it's rude to just ask like, excuse me, what did you say?
No, but like, I'll say it 3 times. Like, what do you say? And then I just have to guess like what they're saying. But now, like, I'm at a stage where I think I can understand what they're saying. Sometimes it's a bit mad. When the more, especially when you talk to fans, that's when it's like difficult.
Yeah, it's hardcore, isn't it? Yeah.
Here at 3258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting 3258.
So we know a bit about Alex already, a bit about his story. Let's start with Tomi. So just take me back to the beginning, man. How'd you get into football? Did you like it to begin with? Who's your first team?
I remember when I was like, must have been about 11, 12 when I was playing for some local team called All Stars Rangers.
Okay.
And it was like, that's when...
Who's their rival, Celtic?
No, it was literally my dad used to take me there on his... Where did my dad used to go? He used to go somewhere and drop me there on the way. And then I used to just train.
He used to leave you there?
Yeah, but then the way it was going was down the road. So then you just come back and then... So like, that's where we trained, innit? So obviously all the parents dropped the kids off and then we trained and then...
You know, Caribbeans, we get a bad rap for that.
You actually do still. Yeah, but obviously, like, you knew what it was doing, didn't it?
It paid off though. Fair enough, man.
But yeah, so that was my local, and that's when I started to like enjoy football. And back in the day, like obviously I used to be fat in it, so obviously I used to like play football to just like keep fit and whatever. But then I just had a powerful shot in it.
I don't kidding you.
So like I used to play, and I went obviously in secondary school. That's when I started to pick up a little bit, but I still used to be quite heavy.
Okay.
So the teachers used to say, look, like if you like lose a bit of weight, like you could be alright. So I used to train 1-to-1 with a teacher. Two teachers were Mr. Innocent and Mr. Keith used to take me into the gym after school and just run me for about 40 minutes every day.
Fair play, man.
And then
during school?
No, after school.
After school.
But you know what? Yeah, that's a lesson for just anyone. You know.
Yeah,
like,
that's mad.
Like if you want to do something, then you got to work hard. Number one.
No, of course.
And number two, like if you want to change your situation, there's no other way. You know what I mean?
Because I used to be that guy, like
yeah.
in school football team. Like I used to just take. I had good techniques. I used to take corners, all set pieces and whatever, but. Couldn't run, man.
Just send the midfield, just get it.
Yeah, and I just shoot from anywhere and probably score, but like couldn't move. So then I started losing weight and like training, like getting quite big in the right areas, and then I got picked up by Chelsea, and I went on a trial at Chelsea.
Okay.
And it didn't really last long. I was there for like 2 weeks, and they said, "Oh, we'll keep an eye on you," that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, I got picked up by Charlton.
Yeah.
And then started off at Charlton, and that's when I started to proper enjoy football, because again, like I was saying before, like they had a lot of people from ends, and so I was playing football with friends and people that from similar kind of backgrounds. So it was good to introduce like almost playing professionally, obviously at a young age for a professional club, like with people that are all
organised.
Do you know what I mean? So then was there from 13 to about 17, 18. And then I finished my scholar at Millwall. And then once I finished my scholar, I went to Stoke. Yeah. And that's when I signed my first professional contract. Yeah. And when I first went there, it was like, it's crazy because I think I remember talking to you about this. It's like a different world. Like Charlton was a good setup, but then it's all I knew because that's like the first professional environment I'd been into. So when I went to Stoke and the first day I went there and I went into the training ground, I was just like, this is crazy. Like, I'm just a little London boy, like in this big old training ground with all these facilities. Like they're giving me some protein shake before training, and I'm thinking, blood, when do I ever get this? Like this is crazy. And then I took it in my stride and played the first. No, do you know what? I'm lying. I didn't take it in my stride. I trained my first training session. I trained for about 15 minutes with the 18s, and then the manager said, you're going inside and you're going to come back out with the 23s, because like I looked quite sharp in the training session. So I was thinking, I've just gone from playing under 18s at Charlton to training with Stoke's 23s. So went and trained, done all right in training. I was a bit nervous, a bit starstruck. And then we had a game the next day against Everton at Southport. I remember it was at Southport Stadium. So they gave me some kit and that to take this home, turn up tomorrow and this and whatever, and I'm telling all my friends, like, I got the tracksuit and that, like I'm at Stoke. And then it was crazy because I got off the bus, bearing in mind this is like my first ever like semi-professional in that game. I got off the coach and like there was some Stoke fans there, and like there was just a few people greeting the players, asking for autographs and that. And I was just thinking,
it's foreign, isn't it?
Yeah, this is weird. And then played the game. I come on for like the 25 minutes and I was so bad. Like I was so bad. I thought like I've literally blown my chance kind of thing, because again, at Charlton, I never played with the 23s. Mill never really played with the 23s. So going to Stoke, playing against Everton, against the 23s was just a mad experience. And something that I was not ready for and could have never been prepared for. So then the next day, back in with the 18s, then we were playing Everton again on the Saturday with the 18s. And then that's when we won 1-0 and I scored like a crazy goal. Like it was literally Nutmegged Tom Davis. I showed you the video, didn't it?
Oh, was that the game?
Yeah.
Swear. Oh, wow.
So got it deep, Nutmegged Tom Davis, played out wide, ran, got into the edge of the box, got it back and just blazed it into the far corner. And then Mark Hughes was watching and the academy director was watching. And then from there, I literally just took it on and played West Ham the week after. Played against you, scored 2, 1-4-2, scored 2. Played Leicester, 1-2-1, scored again. And that's when I got my deal and that's when I just kind of got into. That's when I started to settle into like playing football professionally, and it was good. So that year was a breakthrough year for me, and like I learned a lot from going through what I went through in terms of like being at Charlton and going up to Stoke and living away from home. Like that was when I was 18, and that's the first time I actually moved away from home and had to live away from home, and it was tough, but like I would do it all again if I had to. Do you know what I mean? Like it was worth it.
For more content like this, like, share, and subscribe.